have done quite a few stories on me too. Just hit my name in one of them indexes, and all of a sudden, the trailing and tracking of the secret society will be clear to you, because they've taken away, I used to be special assistant to the mayor of Chicago. They took that job. Said I was too black. I was chief of staff for a Chicago alderman. They took that job because I had an anti-Columbus day. They said, who is Coakley to bring up Columbus didn't discover America? I had a big anti-Columbus day, 500 people out there blocking up the parade and stuff. So I had to lose my job because the black woman I worked for didn't want to disrespect an Italian who was doing a colonial celebration. And I've been an anti-colonialist because I know how we will unite people of color all over the world. It will be an anti-colonial movement, because who colonized us is all we have in common. Who colonized Australia? Who colonized South Africa? Who colonized Nairobi, Kenya, Nigeria? Hey, anyway, the New York Times then benevolently puts the big white hand coming out of the sky, big white hand with little bitty black hands trying to reach up for salvation. Now, you think I'm going to sit back and bite my tongue and take it easy on rich white people when whites can openly advocate the recolonizing of my homeland? No, the time is near. Some people are scared of white people. Some people have never lived their life like they believe that if they did the right thing, the right thing would happen to them. This is where the spiritual context has to come into the fighting of the wizard. Dorothy, Toto, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and them, the Lion, they didn't whip the Wizard of Oz because they overpowered him. But they put the right water on the Wicked Witch of the West. Who is she? She's America. There was a fight between white boys and America won. The baddest white country on the planet is right here. Man, am I so glad to be in the birthplace of the baddest white country in the world, because when we win this one, now, that's the Wicked Witch of the West. Then you go on down, and you see the OEO boys. Remember them? OEO. That's the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, the CIA, the FBI. You remember Gay Edgar Hoover? What a bitch. Gay Edgar Hoover. Now, FBI, CIA, Human Intelligence Program, Air Force, Naval Intelligence, Pentagon, Boston Police Department, Cambridge Police Department, the state police here in Massachusetts. That's the OEO boys. Those are the military that buff for the wizard. Those are the military that buff for the wizard. All of them together, cohesively. Now, one thing to show you that this is all masonically coded is that they call the police the men in blue. All police cars have at least one blue light. It's federally mandated. The police organizations are called fraternal orders of police. The Masons wrote the law. The brethren Masons protect the law. The lower lodges of Masonry are called the blue lodges. It's the code of silence. It's the protective mechanism to the land of Oz. And now that the United Nations, the engineer of this New World Order, has constituted a world police force. They're called the Blue Helmets. And every time you watch the news, look at that big powder blue helmet, or that powder blue tank, or that powder blue airplane, and remember, that's a secret society code of blue to show the outer context to a secret society. They're called the military without enemies. But having colonized the world, how could you start a police force without an enemy having colonized the world? See, that's why information is important, because you take away this clean slate theory of white man can start all over tomorrow without having anybody who owes him something like he owed us for having raped. Look at our skin complexion. We've been raped, pal.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
I wish I was blacker than black.
You know what I'm saying?
For somebody busting in on my mama, my grandmama, and compelled them to sex and compelled them to eating pork and hog. I ain't gonna never forget them. And reparations, you couldn't pay me to get out of this. Now, there's some people you need to deal with. There's some civil rights officers. You can go get with Jesse Jackson. You can get with the NAACP. This ain't no voters registration drive.
Okie doke.
We ain't gonna vote this thing out we suffering from. When you suffering from cancer, buddy, you can take 2 Tylenol. You can take some Tylenol with codeine every 4-6 hours. You got to get it again. The only way we're going to stop this cancer, buddy, is to kill it. Because if you don't stop it, it will kill you. That's the way cancer works.
Exactly.
See, I found cancer in your breast. She said, boy, I got to cut it off.
Let's put a book